What is going on, guys? It's Constable Chandler Bryan back at it again with another video. This is part 2 of my Madden 16 rebuild of the Chicago Bears, so let's jump right into it. Alright guys, we pick it up on my first trade in year 2. I traded for Brandon Cooks, wide receiver from the Saints, a good, fast receiver. He's 85 overall. I traded 89 overall Pernell McPhee. I'm not really a big fan of his. I know he's 89 overall. I also traded Ferguson, 74 overall defensive end, and a second-round pick. I know people might say that's a lot to pay for a guy, but I really like Brandon Cooks. So let's keep on. Maybe get one more trade in. All right, guys, this is the last trade I'm gonna make before I start simming. I was able to pick up left tackle Brown. He's 89 overall from the Houston Texans. I traded Mike Glennon, Tramon Williams, 75 overall corner, and a third-round pick, and they accepted it. I was kind of surprised they did, but I got a good O-lineman now. I'm going to just double-check my depth chart and then sim to the mid-season. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, here we are at the halfway point of the season. We're 4-4, obviously better than the 0-7 start last year. I forgot to tell you, I signed some free agents when I was just filling spots on my roster, so I'll show you those players right now. There's nothing too big. Blaine Gabbert, third-string quarterback. Then we go to the defense. I got Tyson Jackson, Daryl Sharpton, University of Miami. I had to pick him up. I picked up some corners, Chris Houston, and I think that's about it. So let's take a look at my stats at the halfway point. See how my rookie quarterback is performing. 17 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's pretty good. Let's see if the sacks are down. 18 sacks so far. That's pretty good. Last year, between Cutler and my backup, excuse me, they were sacked 70 times. So definitely, I wanted to upgrade my O-line. Kevin White already has 7 touchdowns. That's one more from his total last year. Cooks was a good pickup. Forte is always a running back who could catch out of the backfield. Yeah, Weaver, my right tackle, is actually allowing the most sacks. My safety, Ryan Mundy, has leading my team in tackles. Mike Neal, that was a good free agent pickup for myself. 8 quarterback sacks at the halfway point, so good for him. And my rookie corner has 2 interceptions at the midpoint of the season. So now I'm going to continue simming, and hopefully I make the playoffs. We'll see you in a second. Guys, looks like we missed our season goal again, so obviously we missed the playoffs. Went 6-10 on the year. Only picked up 2 wins on the final home stretch of the year. Take a look at the stats, see how my team went. Played a lot of young guys. Kirk Cousins came in and played really good. Maybe I should have started him. The rookie had a pretty good year. Still getting sacked a lot. What is that, 50 sacks I allowed? So I cut 20 sacks off, but still getting sacked 50 times isn't good. Forte had a way better year than last year. He had 6 more touchdowns. Last year he only had 1. Receiving, new acquisition, Brandon Cooks led my team. Kevin White had a great year with 12 touchdowns. Jeffrey almost had 1,000, 7 touchdowns. Take a look at the O-line, see where the sacks were coming from. They're coming from the right side, the left side. My guards led a couple through. Mundy led my team in tackles. Shazier was right behind him. Shazier also had 6.5 sacks. That's really good for a middle linebacker. Tackles for loss, Big Phil Taylor, and then Terrence Cody, the 2 big guys. That's a lot of meat right in the middle of your D-line there. Quarterback sacks, Tyson Jackson, he's another new player I brought in. 9, and then Neal had only half sack in the second half of the season. Maybe he was hurt or something, but he had a good he had a fast first start of the year. Mundy 3 picks, and then Harris, Fuller, and Kitchens tied for 2. Robbie Gould, only 80% kicking, but not that much field goals. Really don't care about the rest of those. So now I'm gonna, since I didn't make the playoffs, I'm probably just gonna not show really what I do till my record next year, and hopefully then I will be in the playoffs. So now let's skip ahead to Free agency, I'll show you who I signed. We'll do the draft, and then I'll skip ahead to the end of the third year, and then hopefully that'll be a playoff year. Alright guys, we made it past re-signing and 3 free agency. My biggest re-signing was Martellus Bennett, so I signed him up. I went through free agency. Here's a recap. I couldn't pass up on Dante Hightower. My outside linebackers are very weak, so definitely he's a big upgrade. David Bakhtiari's pass blocking is like 94, so I couldn't pass up on that. My safeties have been average for too long. I had to upgrade with Eric Reed, and then I got Jonathan Cyprin as well. Bruce Irving, he's a left end here. I'm probably going to change to the outside linebacker. And I got speedy Tyvon Austin, probably going to be my kick returner. And then just got veteran Jake Long as well at left tackle. So a pretty good free agency. Got a lot of good players. I really want to make my third year a winning year. I was hoping it was going to be just 2 years, but I know, I guess some teams are worse than others. So let's hop right into the draft here. I went 6-10. I should be top 15, I would say. Let's skip ahead. Oakland did the worst. I got the 8th pick. Make my selection. What should I go with here? You know what? Let's go middle linebacker. This Gabe Taylor out of Texas. He's 21. Oh, he's at 81 overall, 83 speed, 89 acceleration, tackle 94, and his hit power is an 84. That's a really good pick to start off this draft. I don't believe I have a second rounder. I traded that away. Third rounder. Yeah, we pick it up in the third round here. We have a tight end. I'm going to go and pick this tight end. 74 overall, he's 84 speed, 89 acceleration. He's a vertical threat. His catching is an 81. 74 overall, it's a pretty good player. Martellus Bennett isn't getting any younger either, so it's good to pick a tight end. 4th round. Let's see who we have scouted here. We have a really good defensive tackle here. He's a prototype. I'll probably move him to defensive end, because I like when I play 3-4, I like the big nose tackles in the middle, and this guy's only 300 pounds. So that's a good pickup. Going to move him to defensive end, see what his overall is. Probably going to be pretty good. Let's move on to the 5th round here as we look who we have scouted. This is a very good center. There's also a good halfback projecting the 6th. I think this is the 5th round though, so let's take this center. That's a 75 overall center. That's a good pickup. I'm not sure even if I have any more picks. We'll soon find out here. Yeah, we do have a 6th rounder. I usually trade my 7th rounders, usually in like trades and stuff. This is a blocking fullback, I believe. Yeah, he's an 82 overall. That's a good pickup in the 6th round. I usually run blocking fullbacks. They're balanced usually. Because I like to run the ball, so it's good to have a blocking fullback. Skip ahead. I don't have any more picks. Let's take a look at my rookie signings, see if any guys' overalls changed, and then we'll do some roster adjustment, and then I will sim directly to the end of the next year, and hopefully that will complete this Chicago Bears rebuild. So you see Gabe Taylor's an 81, Phillip Floyd's a 74, Frank's defensive tackle 77, Matthew 75, and rookie fullback in the 6th round's an 82. So overall, that's a really good draft, and another good draft. So I'm going to do some roster adjustment, guys. I'm going to sim directly. I'm going to skip ahead right to the end of next year, and that's going to complete this Chicago Bears rebuild. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, fast forward to the end of year 3. We missed the season goal again. I don't know what the hell's going on here in Chicago. We went 7-9, 3rd in the division. Check out all the stats. I don't know if this quarterback's just not for me or what. He had a good year, 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 16 picks. Sacks went way down between 2 quarterbacks, 29 sacks. That's pretty good. Rushing, Matt Forte, he's getting up there in age. He had 14 touchdowns. Might get rid of him. Cooks, another good year. Tavon Austin, oh, I guess I had a lot of injuries in the receiving core. Defense, Shazier led my team again. 2 safeties I brought in stepped up big. Hightower, big fringe acquisition. My rookie, right end, 7 sacks. Cyprin, holy fuck, 7 picks, that's good. Robbie Gold. So I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I should just fast forward again to end of year 4 until I start winning or what. Let's take a look at my roster here. Actually, let's auto progress my players. See if any. Usually I do it manually, but no one got time for that shit. So my quarterback's at 87 overall. I don't know. My team looks pretty good on paper. My O-line, I would say, is pretty good. Let's take a look at my defense. Look at my linebacking core. Changed Irving from left end to left outside linebacker. He went up. He's an 88 overall, 3-4 pass rusher, and I got Hightower on the other side. Look at that linebacking core. I love it. Drafted this Taylor guy in the first round last year, 81 overall, rookie. I picked up Cyprin and Eric Reed in free agency. They're 2 good safeties. I got Chris Harris Jr. I picked up Stephon Gilmore in free agency as well. And I got a rookie, Kitchens, playing the nickel. He's 81 overall. My D-line's probably the worst part about my defense, but that's all right. So, guys, I guess we can't stop it there. That's technically really not a rebuild. I want to make the playoffs with every team. So let's skip ahead to the end of year 4, and hopefully we make the damn playoffs. Alright, guys, we're finally back. End of year 4, regular season. We finally made the damn playoffs. I'll show you my team. I stacked the shit out of it in free agency. No more fucking around. I got the checkbook out. I paid a lot of players a lot of money. I went 12-4 in the year. Let's check out some stats here. I think my quarterback that I drafted the first year had a great year. 45 touchdowns, 4,850 yards, only 13 picks. He was only sacked 20 times. Check out rushing stats. Forte, he's getting up there in age. Almost 1,400 yards. He had 13 touchdowns. Receiving, Alshon Jeffrey finally had over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, I picked him up. Brandon Cooks, I had him from a while ago. Calvin Benjamin, picked him up, switched him to tight end. That's what I do with a lot of players that have the same body frame of Calvin Benjamin. Benjamin, for example, 6'5", 245. Sometimes I get a player like that, and I change him to tight end, and he plays great, and he's just faster than any linebacker that can cover him. Kevin White went down the depth chart, and blah, blah, blah. So good stats from the wideouts. Bakhtiari, only 5 sacks. That's good. Picked up Deion Buchanan. He's listed as a middle linebacker in this game. Him and I believe Mark Barron from the Bucks. They're like safeties converted to linebackers in today's NFL to keep up with like tight ends like Gronkowski and stuff like that. I really like a prototype smaller, faster linebackers. So, but I switched him back to safety. He went up to like a 91 overall. He led my team in tackles at the safety position. Shazier, another great year. Who else did I pick up from free agency? Timmy Jernigan. Tuitt from the Steelers. Got him. That's about it. Check out who led my team in sacks. My 2 DNs I brought in. Tied. Gilmore, 5 picks. Picked up Hauschka free agency because Gold was just missing too many field goals, I found. Don't care about this. So let's see how deep I go into in the playoffs. I'm just glad that finally I built the Bears, so I'm done. I am now, I believe, on to the Bengals and going alphabetical order. But let's see how far this takes us with the Bears. You know, it's pretty easy being a GM in the NFL. You just, you just get out the checkbook and you pay players gross, a shitload of money over the salary cap. It's not that hard. Looks like we play the Panthers in the divisional. I'm going to just manually upgrade my quarterback quick. Get his awareness up. That'll boost his overall. Spend it all on there. Oh, yeah, 99 awareness. Let's go mid accuracy. Oh, he's a 96 overall quarterback now. Definitely a good draft pick from year 1. I'm just going to auto progress the rest of my players. Let's keep on going. See if I beat Cam Newton. And I don't think I did. It says my contract was extended as a coach, so I believe you lose the game. We'll see in a sec. We'll sim the Pro Bowl and then on to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we didn't make the Super Bowl, but still, that is going to finish the rebuilding of the Chicago Bears. I'll show you my team in the depth or the roster here. Got my quarterback up to a 97. He's 25 years old, so he's really good. Had Cousins, Blaine Gabbert. My running backs really stayed the same, Langford and Forte, and I guess I had a shitty third string. Drafted this guy 2 years ago at fullback. Alshon Jeffrey, picked up Martavis Bryant, traded for Cooks, had Kevin White, got Austin from free agency, same with Wallace. Got Benjamin from free agency, changed him to tight end, which I do often with a big wide receiver like that. Stacked my O-line, got Bakhtiari, got Sitton. My centers aren't really that great. Onto defensive line, picked up Jernigan. Drafted this guy 2 years ago. Steven Tuitt, picked up him. I really like him. Drafted this guy. He was a rookie this year. He's a big nose tackle. He's got like full development trait. If I kept playing, he would have been a great player for me. Bruce Irving, picked him up as a left end, changed him to 3-4 pass rushing linebacker, and he's an 87, so that's good. Have Shazier, Derek Johnson, and drafted this guy a couple years ago. Picked up Dante Hightower, Chris Harris Jr., Gilmore, drafted this guy. Picked up Eric Reed in free agency. This guy was a rookie with the Bears to start off the franchise. Picked up Buchanan as a middle linebacker and changed him to a really good safety where he started off his career, and picked up Jonathan Cyprin as well. Also picked up Hauschka. Gold started mission field goals, and he was getting up there in age, and O'Donnell was my original punter. Anyway, guys, that's it. Finally rebuilt the Chicago Bears. Took a little bit longer than expected, but anyway, finally got her done. My next team's going to be the Bengals. I'm just going to go alphabetical down through all the teams. So thanks for watching, guys. Stick around for the Bengals rebuild, and we'll see you again.